This is Kate Baconsale. You're listening to Baconsale.
You have forgotten who you are, and so you have forgotten me. Look inside yourself, Baconsale. You are more than what you have become. Welcome to our summer movie preview.
So, we've forgotten you, Jacob? Is that what you're saying?
No, Baconsale's forgotten who they are. That's what
You said you've forgotten you.
Is that what I said?
I will never forget you.
You've forgotten yourself and so forgotten. You have forgotten yourself, Simba, and so forgotten me.
I think it was well delivered.
I know, I liked it. I liked it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was actually really worried. I'm like, did I mix up the words?
No, you did good.
Okay,
I was trying to figure out context of who was you and who was me in this context.
I'm talking to Baconsale. I'm saying we can do better than summer movie preview.
Well, welcome.
That's what that was.
Can we?
Welcome to Baconsale. You, just so you are reminded, you are Joel.
I'm Joel. Yes.
And then I would be Kent, and you are Jake.
I must be Jake.
So I remembered the other two.
Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the heck?
He remembered.
First, Jacob's downplaying our episode at the very beginning, and now Kent's forgetting who we are. What is happening?
I'm the only one not forgetting.
Reset.
We'd like to thank you for listening to our episode we had last time, which was the ranking every single Marvel movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I don't know why I'm singing.
Yay.
Wow. That's a lot of words.
It was. And it was funny because, not funny, but actually I really appreciated it. People were submitting their 1 to 22.
Yeah.
And it was creative because I believe it was Sam Ma. He was trying to get around the Twitter character limit count, and so he actually did little emojis for the
they were
movies.
adorable.
So it was fun to guess which one was which. Like for example, it had like the green sick face and then a strong arm, so it was like vomit arm. But then people were like, "Oh, the Hulk."
The Hulk. Yeah.
I think he spent more time on that than the writers did on most of those scripts. But yeah, good job, Sam.
The Incredible Hulk, you mean?
Your hate
on all those movies.
Yes, Jacob.
Well played, Sam.
Yes, Jacob.
Well played.
Yes.
No,
Jake.
don't bring that on the show.
Yes, but it was just fun to see your responses. It is funny too because people were very concerned to listen to the episode. I actually had someone text me and say like, "You promised there's no spoilers in this," and I'm like, "We stay far away from it,
From Endgame."
And then on Twitter they said, "Hey, were there any spoilers in this one?" And one person, I think it was Terry, said no, and then Sam was like,
Sam again.
There's a little one in there, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" I just listened to it.
I might have made a reference.
We didn't even mention plot or any character names. We mentioned some actors who were confirmed to be in the movie.
Also, he said one movie was tied to the end of the movies, which was silly because there's 22 movies in this franchise. They're all tied.
Here's the other thing is that
People got a little too sensitive on Endgame.
well, people are very
spoilers,
worried
probably.
about Endgame spoilers, and I think it's funny because we may make passing reference on it from now on.
Well, it's
Not that it's going to be in this time, but
it's in the pop culture now.
Yeah.
Like it is now part of the conversation. So I actually don't really care if we spoil or not.
well, and by the time this airs, it will be over a week after it is.
This movie will have made nearly $2 billion.
And so
if you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
your fault.
Yeah, this thing is like from here on out, you can't expect any sort of thing being spoiler free if you're going to be on the internet. Listen to Baconsale depends on the topic.
Yeah.
But we'll give you spoiler alerts like we do for 1960 movies.
Of course, you say spoiler alert, he dies, or whatever.
You actually
your
give the spoilers for
1960
You gotta be quick on that
and
button.
then give the spoiler afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what else we got though?
Well, you know what we do have is...
What do we have?
This weekend, Kent, this very Saturday.
This Saturday, May 11th?
This Saturday, May 11th, from 4 to 6, you can find us at the From Scratch restaurant, downtown Salt Lake City.
Wait, you'll find Kent, Joel, and Jacob there?
All three of us. So
wearing Baconsale shirts?
I might be.
Wait, are
We'll
we
see.
like the band wearing our own shirts to our concert?
Yeah, that seems weird, right? Can I just put a little banner up or something like that instead of a shirt?
Maybe we could do that.
But okay, Jacob, if we're going to be there, that's not big of a draw. Sweeten the pot.
Here's what we need to do. Let's give everyone who shows up like a $15 burger for free.
You're talking about the Baconsale burger.
The Baconsale burger that we designed.
That has jalapeno and bacon baked into the bun.
Yes.
Then a
delicious bun.
Barbecue sauce on the bottom, onion straws, a hamburger patty, delicious quarter pounder?
Third pound.
Half pound?
No, it's
half pound. It's like a third pound.
That was a half pound.
It's a big patty. And then you get pastrami.
Yes.
And then you get
Bacon.
and then cheese. And then ranch on the top, and with some
grilled jalapenos,
and then the upper bun.
This burger is approximately a foot and a half tall.
It's so big.
Just
And it comes with fries. And all you have to do is download the Grub Pass app and bring that with you. And when you show the Grub Pass app at the From Scratch restaurant, you get the free Baconsale burger.
We literally are asking nothing else from you. In fact, Baconsale's not asking anything at all. We're just telling you the good news, honestly.
But guys, I don't know how to use my phone or the internet. How can I find From Scratch Restaurant?
Talk to a Gen Zer.
It is at 62 East Gallivan Avenue, Salt Lake City.
It's over by the KUTV building, like right in the heart of downtown.
Yes.
Yeah. What is it by? I'm trying to think of what's right around there.
Yeah, do your homework before.
DPG
show
sticks.
Up, bring anyone you know that has a smartphone. Bring them, and they can get the free.
They don't have to be a
burger as
fan
well.
of Baconsale.
No, it doesn't have anything to do
But
with
guys,
Baconsale.
what if I don't want to have dinner before 6 p.m. and I can't make it till after you leave? What do I do then?
Well, random stranger who walked into the bacon cave. We are going to be there from 4 to 6, and then we're packing it up and packing it in.
Let me begin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can actually be there until they close. They're going to be open until
10 o'clock.
10, I believe.
They might go a little later too if there's a crowd.
So you can go anytime after 4 p.m. and get your free burger. We're going to be there for the couple hours, but
4
feel
to
free
10.
to go
There is
whenever.
a 6-hour window on this day, and you can show up, get a free burger at any time during that. All you need is the app.
So say you love Baconsale, but you hate us and our faces. You can
What?
go there on a date night with whoever you want, and you can get a free burger, and a delicious one at that.
Yeah, it is delicious.
So
Yeah,
But guys, what if I only have a flip phone? Then I can't download apps.
Bring your tablet.
Whatever. Oh, okay. I have a Kindle.
why do you have an
Go
accent
home,
too?
Mom.
So yes, join us. It's going to be fun. It's this weekend, May 11th, starting at 4 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time.
Yeah, you'll find us right away. We'll have a couple surprises there for you, but come
Yep.
get the free food. It's going to be
Surprise!
awesome.
Jacob's a woman.
I haven't even asked him out yet.
My mom sounds like a dad, so I mean, it got to make sense.
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Speaking
Okay.
of not knowing it's happening.
Yes.
As you know, in the month of March, everyone who upgraded their Patreon account or joined Patreon
Yes.
got a number of rewards. They can make a design for our store, and then also I told them that I was going to do songs. So I have two more that I'm doing tonight.
So whoever these songs are for, I hope they love them, Joel, because I am thrilled to death. In fact, I'm not going to say a word until the song's over, just to keep the song as pristine as possible.
No, you don't.
I will try.
Yeah.
You can try.
That won't be easy.
But here's the thing about these. So these are two people that...
Can we have a replay of last week too?
What do you mean?
Well, they're released on patreon.com
Max.
/Baconsale.
This week, it's a couple people that I've actually met in person, and so these are a little more personalized, a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
I can't wait.
This first one is actually for Ryan Farron, friend of the show. He's been on the show.
Yeah.
He did our robot show with us, Famous Robots. And I actually knew him from high school back in the day. So there's a couple...
Apparently, he thought you were a ladies' man.
yeah, according to the podcast you listen to, More Civilized Podcast. But this song has a couple inside joke references, so it might not be as relatable to you. But Ryan, if you're out there, thank you for being a patron. This song is for you.
Ooh la la.
There was a time when I was adrift in New York. It was a play with some friends of mine. Then in Woods Cross, he and I were reunited, and both our wives became friends that day. Now he came on our show and talked AI bots and droids. We learned so much, and he only slightly got annoyed. He was Ryan when I met him. He's still Ryan, but a patron. So grateful for his charity. Thank you, Ryan, you're so gnarly. And of course, thank you, Marley.
For the wassail.
The Farrens are great family. Yeah! There you go. So many.
That was the most personalized song I've ever heard.
It was very personalized, but I cannot do Steven Tyler's voice. I'm sorry, Ryan. You're going to have to deal with that. That's as good we're doing. I can't do it's not me.
You just did, though.
You just did, yeah.
I can't sustain that. I'm going to be drinking water now because of that.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait for the next one. It's going to be a lot less personalized.
Not exactly. Because this one's for Chris Anderson.
Oh, awesome.
Also on the Bacon Council, with Ryan and Chris are on the Bacon Council. And Chris, who was on the show for our Studio Ghibli show.
Yes.
This song is for you. I just watched another Ghibli. A Miyazaki film made me cry. Yeah. I just saw a raccoon shapeshift. He uses hello. Oh no. Oh my. But you asked me, so I watched them. And here's the reason why. It's 'cause you're a patron. The basket of Japanese gifts. It's the way you listen to episodes and bacon bits. You got passion and knowledge. Thanks, Miss Anderson. This Chris. She's number one. This Chris. There you go, Chris.
So, Jake, I was sitting in the office today. Joel's about 5 feet away, and my music goes quiet or something, and all I hear is Joel like this.
I had to get the timing right, and even then, I screwed it up on that recording.
And I
we
was
just
like,
did.
"What's going on over there? Are you okay? Are you just?"
And I was like, "How much have you heard? How much did you hear? Do you know
what
supposed to hear
song it
anything?"
was? Yeah, it was the best.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
That's a lot of work you put into those.
That's
sir.
very good. I mean, if I was Chris or Ryan, I'd be delighted with those.
and these are going to be available for download on patreon.com. And thank you once again to all our patrons.
So much.
And I hope that these songs, these paltry songs, are at least bring you some joy.
No, this is like the best incentive we've done.
It's so embarrassing for me and for you.
When we do the next one, this is all we're offering, Joel.
Yeah, indeed.
I like Kent's drawings. He's still doing those.
Nope. Well, yeah, I'm still doing from October.
But we're not talking about patron rewards today. What are we talking about, Jacob?
Today we're going to talk, well, I already spoiled this, summer movie
Spoiler
preview.
alert, you jerk.
Jeez.
Yeah, here I am. Live with it. So 2019 movies during the summer. After starting in May, right? That's already out
May
right?
through August.
May through August. So not September, just May through August.
May through August. So
Yeah, that's
April's
officially
out.
summer, kind of, not by the calendar,
Although
but by the
biggest,
summer movie season.
I mean, the biggest movie of the summer, sort of, is
Already happened.
already out. Yeah,
It's one of the reasons we kind of want to push it too, because we're like, we're all going to talk about that one. Let's see what else is out there.
yeah, we always ignore the big ones just to get to the little ones, the hipster movies.
Well,
right, Joel?
No, I do the big blockbuster one. And Kent's like, that's what everyone is looking forward to. I'm looking forward to this artsy film that was made in Zimbabwe with nothing more than a rock.
starring Tom Cruise. Mission Impossible 6.
It's actually a Norwegian movie I really want to see. It costs $30,000. It's one I
To
really
see it?
to make.
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah. But anyway, so we're going to do this is essentially rankings from 5 to 1. We're going to go worst and then first. Throw in a few honorable mentions there. And Jake, if you have any choices as well, we'd love to hear them.
We will see.
We value your opinion, Jacob.
Sure, we do.
You're a special member of Baconsale, and we love you.
I'm going to start off with the negative because
Would you
that's
give him some love,
what
please? He needs
I
some love.
do. I love you, Jake.
There you go.
I spoon this guy like by the week.
Family friendly.
Like once a week? Is that what you said?
Is that a surprise?
Family friendly.
You might be a couple weeks behind. We might
the
need
problem is Jacob doesn't know that you do it.
I know.
I think you have some back spooning owed right now. So
Okay.
I'm dainty.
Moving on.
I'm like the wind that comes
Let's
in.
go to number 5.
Number 5.
Well, we have, our first of all, we're going to be doing the movies that we want to bomb / the movies we want to avoid.
Yes.
Like, we don't want these movies to do good.
But there may be some big blockbusters in these ones we want
Of
to
course.
bomb.
especially with Kim.
Yeah.
Hey, take it easy. But you're right. My number 5, I'll start off, Joel, if that's okay.
Please.
Is called Palms.
Palms, yeah.
P-O-M-S.
Palms.
Comes
That's
out
like a cheerleader movie?
Cheerleader.
It's
Yeah.
a cheerleader movie starring Diane Keaton,
What?
Jackie Weaver, Pam Grier, and Rhea Perlman.
Rhea Perlman.
Yes.
Carla from Cheers.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. Let me tell you a little bit about Palms. From IMDb, it says Palms is a comedy about a group of women who form a cheerleading squad at their retirement community, proving that you're never too old to bring it. Bring it.
On.
Copyright.
We can't say that.
I didn't. This one didn't come across my radar. When is this coming out?
This comes out May 10th. This is very soon.
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
It's come
for
out the
this
day
one.
before our event.
Or poster.
Oh, yeah. It
On
comes
Saturday,
out
May
this
11th.
very weekend. Everyone go see it because it may be the biggest movie of all time.
Let's go see Palms all together after the burger event.
Oh my gosh, that'd be the worst.
So basically, here's the story: is Diane Keaton has to reluctantly go to retirement community, and she's a little bummed about it. And then you have Jackie Weaver, who finds in her stuff an old cheerleading outfit, and she says, "Oh, you a cheerleader?" And she's like, "Well, yes, I was, but I never got to really live my potential with it." So they form a cheerleading troupe. And then you find out in the trailer, Diane Keaton is dying. So it's one last hurrah. And they go to a cheerleading competition a la Bring It.
On.
There we go. This is like low hanging fruit,
Guys,
right?
we could hit the early screening.
Yeah, it kind of is.
We could hit the early screening at 5:10 on
Stop looking
Thursday,
up
May
the
9th.
Okay,
times.
let's do it. Let's do a bacon bit of Palms.
It's PG-13. I am so in.
So look, he's in now because it's not rated R. But if Palms was rated R, I'd watch that.
No, if it were, I would not go see it for a number of reasons.
Book club should have been, and that's the reason I want to make fun
Old
of
timey
this
nudity,
movie.
wasn't that one of your band's names?
I think it was.
Yes, it
I'm
was.
pretty sure it was.
And I shouldn't make fun because really this is like there's not many movies for older women, but Diane Keaton seems to be in all of them.
If there isn't a movie for older women in Hollywood, Diane Keaton will be in it.
So the book club came out last year and it was in my top 5 or bottom 5 movies of the year, and it was almost hilarious how bad it was, and it was really overtly sexual. And this movie doesn't seem to be that
Joel,
so
what did you
far.
just say?
I don't know, but it basically sounded like the word.
I spelled it so just
It's
in
not like
case,
you were saying it in Spanish. Asexual.
just in case there are kids listening that can't spell.
But they can understand Spanish.
Can they?
See. They watch
Sexual.
Dora. They watch Dora the Explorer.
Is that what they say on Dora now?
I don't know.
Andale, what was your favorite part of the episode?
His name is Andale?
Andale means hurry.
I know. I thought you were calling
No, I'm
someone
speaking
Ande.
Spanish.
Ah, yes.
Its name is Diego or Boots or Backpack or
Moving
Map.
on.
So
Isn't this a summer movie too?
actually, that does come out this summer. End of summer or early fall. I'm trying to remember. It doesn't matter.
I guess it's not on your list.
It is not on my list. But, so Palms, I'm sorry to say.
Unlike Palms.
I want this to bomb. I want Palms to bomb.
Palms to bomb.
Yes. Joel?
My number 5 movie I want to bomb comes out June 21st, and it's Child's Play.
Okay, do tell.
So Child's Play, here's the synopsis.
Yeah, what do you have against children playing?
If you don't know what Child's Play is about.
I hate old people and he hates children.
Apparently, yeah, this
A
is not a good
mother
start.
gives her son a toy doll for his birthday,
sounds
unaware of
nice.
its more sinister nature.
This
So-
sounds familiar.
It does sound familiar.
It's almost like they keep making these sequels.
Wasn't there like how many? Okay, this is the Chucky movies.
Yes.
Little doll Chucky. How many Chucky movies were there? Kent? Like
6.
Yeah.
And honestly, the sixth one came out a year and a half ago.
Did it?
Yeah.
And by far the best
It's called
one
No,
of the
stop
whole
it.
series.
But
Wait,
here's-
did it?
my favorite.
Yeah,
But
no,
that
really did.
recently?
The Cult of Chucky.
Oh yeah.
So they had Child's Play 1, 2, 3, which were 80s, early 90s movies, and then they continued with like Bride of Chucky, Son of it's like Son or Seed of Chucky, and then Cult of Chucky. It's sad that I know all of those.
Well, this just seems to
It
follow.
really is. What you're saying is very sad.
This seems to follow in the steps of all these recent string of cash grab horror remakes, where they're trying to reboot entire franchises like Friday the 13th,
Yes.
Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween. Yeah, all those movies that that were like, well, it was more. I mean, yes, Pennywise is an icon, but like you get the iconic '80s horror monsters. Chucky's in there, even though I never found him that scary. Like the movies I thought where I was always like, it's a doll. Sit on it.
Well, it's just the people when they're pretending to like be flailing around.
It's hard to take that seriously.
Yeah.
well, the reason they're iconic is because the voice performance of Brad Dourif, also from Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, and it's
Grim
it's,
Wormtongue.
Yes, Grim Wormtongue. He's so iconic, and so everyone was like, "Why?" In fact, they've been talking about doing a TV series I'm going to call it the old series of Child Play movies, and they announced this movie, and no one cared until they announced the voice actor to replace Brad Dourif.
Because it's Mark Hamill.
Yes.
Luke Skywalker is going to be doing the voice of Chucky, so he's going to sound Joker-esque. Also, it features Ken's favorite actress, Aubrey Plaza, as the mom.
Succubus of charisma.
Aubrey Plaza is the mom.
Wait, who do I root for? Killer Doll or the Succubus?
I'm going to see
even
this
know.
movie now.
Stop it.
But guys, this was directed by Lars Klevberg.
Do
who
tell.
has released one feature film on Amazon Germany earlier this year. That's his entire IMDb directorial history.
Amazon Germany?
Amazon Germany.
Don't watch that movie.
It's called Polaroid, actually.
Oh,
a
don't watch
horror
that
movie.
movie.
That's one of my favorites.
So this, I don't know. They tried. I watched the trailer, and they tried to tie this movie in with like modern day technology, how
Yes.
everything's connected, and how this doll,
Smart
is
home,
connected.
smart doll.
Yeah, smart doll that connects to the smart home. And I was like, this just seems. This seems like it was better when it was the Teddy Ruxpin era, the My Buddy era, when you actually had these dolls around. I can't see this smart doll.
Does anybody
being
have
like a
big creepy
thing.
dolls now?
Well, do you know?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Do you know the origin of the original Chucky and Child's Play?
You mean how he was?
Yeah,
able
how he was
to,
created in the first one?
like created or like
Did you find out at number
conceptually
6?
created or in film created?
In film created.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it has nothing to do with technology. It's like a lightning
No.
stripe and a dead mass murderer.
This mass murderer transfers his soul into the doll as he's dying, and then it happens to be
there's
that
something
one.
so great in the 80s about that. Now it's technology?
Yeah, it's like technology
Gone
gone bad. Now, the poster did make me laugh.
Cultural anxieties. That's where they are now.
Oh,
The-
okay.
Technology.
The poster.
The Woody one, right?
Yeah, because the poster has like Chucky's foot like walking away and he's like stepping in like blood. and then there's a Woody doll. You see the hand of a Woody doll in the hat with like stuffing.
And it copies the
coming
Toy
out.
Story 4 poster. It's pretty great.
So that made me laugh. But overall, I was like, no, this just I'm not a big fan of the original series. This one seems like just that
This
to me.
will be blink and you'll miss it.
Yeah.
Like no one's going to care about this.
All right, my number 4, jumping into number 4, coming out May 24th, is Aladdin.
You want Aladdin to fail.
I want Aladdin to bomb.
Don't you want it to be good, though?
No.
You don't want it to be good.
No. Here's
that
the
makes
synopsis.
no sense.
For those of you who didn't grow up loving Aladdin,
Everyone knows Aladdin.
a kind-hearted street urchin and a power-hungry grand vizier vie for a magic lamp that has the power to make their deepest wishes come true.
Joel, I gotta say, this is pretty cold. Why can't you just want it to be good? Like, even if it's a good movie, you want it to bomb?
I don't want it to be good because this is a blatant cash grab. This is just one of those. It's what Disney does. And granted, they're making money doing it, and that bothers me.
Listen. Honestly, I would say of all the remakes they've done, this one has the most legitimacy behind it.
It's directed by Guy Ritchie.
I know. He does cool visual things.
King Arthur.
He does cool
King
visual.
Arthur, Legend of the Sword.
Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch.
Sherlock Holmes, Man from U.N.C.L.E. Sure, there's
Yeah.
fun ones in there.
Yeah.
But I just don't think Guy Ritchie is the right fit for Aladdin.
But what's your problem? I mean, Dumbo came out earlier this year.
Baby of mine.
You can't even cry. You didn't even watch that movie.
Because it was going to make me cry. But
watched
this
it,
one,
it sucks.
okay, so excuse me, Will Smith as the genie in this movie. It doesn't feel right. I know Robin Williams, and you, Will Smith, are no Robin Williams. So this movie it's hitting every wrong note for me. It didn't need a remake. The original movie is great as is. This is a cash grab.
I wasn't sold until I saw Will Smith in the trailer as the Blue Genie. I think that really sold it for me when I saw those special effects.
I can see the lying in your eyes right
Do you
now.
see it lying actually seeps out of my eyes?
The first teaser was so bad.
And
It
they did
was.
redeem it a little bit with
They
the most
did.
recent one.
They have.
But why? Why does this movie exist?
It exists because they can make money on it, and they're going to keep doing it as long as we keep giving them money. Please stop. Stop giving them your money, people.
But Joel, guess who plays Iago? Alan Tudyk.
I like Alan Tudyk.
He's awesome.
Hey,
fine.
Alan Tudyk, Joel. Huh?
Joel.
Firefly?
Guess who
Do you
plays-
like Firefly or don't you?
He doesn't now, apparently.
But they did, they tried to be like a little more diverse in their choices for the actors.
It's not whitewashed, which is nice.
And they got these actors I've never heard of, like Naomi Scott, Mina Masad, Marwan Kenzari. And I looked at their IMDb credits, and they've actually got some work. These aren't like first time.
Naomi Scott was in the Power Rangers movie.
She was the Pink Ranger.
Yes.
So it's just funny to kind of like, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting feel, but it's the Robin
Listen, man,
Williams thing.
you're totally right. I mean, it's a cash grab, and that's offensive, and the trailers have not looked good.
No.
Although I just still completely stand by, of all the remakes, this is the only one where I feel like they have some latitude to actually modernize the movie and give it some cool visual appeal. Because it's a very visual movie.
I thought Dumbo would be the one because it was kind of one of the forgotten Disney ones. This is still prominent, forefront Disney
Dumbo did
memory.
make sense a little too.
And Abu's not going to look the same.
No, not at all.
He's not going to be the same because he can't be the same character because Abu in the cartoon is so hilarious, and then he's going to be portrayed by a real monkey in this movie, and he can't have as much character.
This is going to ruin a lot. Do you realize that was 1982? That was 27
So
years
long ago.
Jeez, we're old.
Makes me really sad.
What's really sad is the movie's not going to be good. I wish it was.
But the problem is, and I still wait for the day one of these is going to bomb because they're still all making money.
Dumbo didn't do very well. Mary Poppins didn't do very well.
Yeah.
But well enough.
Well enough.
Dang it.
It's Disney.
All right, Kent, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is The Angry Birds Movie 2. Comes out August 14th. Did you realize this was being made?
I had heard, yeah.
The Angry Birds 1 movie came out about 5 years too late.
Yes.
So they're making a sequel now, and I'm like, how late can you be to the party
They've got a
before
lot of
someone
money.
kicks you out?
They're like, what do we do with it?
Did they make a lot of money from the last one?
Not
Please let us
the
know.
game,
I'm
I'm
going to
saying.
look that up.
So
Not from the movie,
So the
from the
summary
game.
is the flightless birds and scheming green pigs take their beef to the next level.
There it is.
That's it. So basically, you have the pigs on one island, the birds on one, and they find a third island with hawks or something, and they both unite to attack.
Does
that.
anyone play this game anymore?
No.
Maybe that's the thing. They're just trying to market the game. So how does that game work?
So basically, the birds. Wait, do you? You throw the birds to
a
the
slingshot.
pigs.
So you have to be really good at throwing.
Yes.
You want to see how far I can throw?
Can you throw birds?
It's a virtual game with a slingshot. That says it.
Slingshot.
Hey, guys, they had a budget of $73 million. You want to guess how much it made?
230.
$352 million.
Okay, well.
Of course they're going to make a
That's
sequel.
why there's a sequel.
I'm
Thanks, world.
so mad right now. But listen to this cast. How could you go wrong? We have Pete Davidson.
Okay, I'm in.
Josh Gad?
Oh my god.
Nicki Minaj?
Listen, Pete Davidson, say what you want, man. He draws in some good women, huh?
Not anymore. Thank goodness.
Nicki Minaj?
So they
they're just
joined Bill
fooling us.
Hader, Peter Dinklage, Jason Sudeikis from the first one,
Yeah.
and Awkwafina, who is like the it girl at the moment.
Yeah.
Wow. But why?
It looks bad.
It's so bad.
It looks really bad. The first one wasn't good. And this one, I'm like, sequels don't get better with animated comedies.
That's funny. Like, looks bad. Like, you need to watch the trailer or see the poster to be like, it's going to be bad.
You hear the title, you're like rolling over your sleep. You hear the title, you're like, nope, and then roll back
That's
over.
exactly right.
At what point do parents take a stand and say no more? Like, honestly, defend
As
your
long-
kids.
as
When they
long
don't
as-
need
defend their
something to
brain
watch that
cells.
weekend or download.
Yeah, it's true.
That's it.
It's like kids watch this and play with your iPads.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a nap.
Let's do that.
Stop
That
doing
sounds
that.
nice.
Be good parents. As my kids watch scary games. No big deal.
No big deal.
Yeah. So my number 3 comes out May 24th. It's Aladdin.
Hey, you ain't
So-
never had a friend.
Wait,
like
was
me.
that was
Yeah.
that a 3 for you,
It
Joel?
was 4 for me?
4 for you.
So I
okay.
do have a couple fun facts because we covered basically the story and why this movie doesn't need to exist. But did you guys know
Yeah.
that Patrick Stewart turned down the role of Jafar in 1992?
Really?
Yeah. And so he campaigned to be in this movie to kind of right that wrong.
Is he?
And he got rejected, obviously.
Because he did the poop emoji in the Emoji Movie.
That's why he
that's
started
why he
losing
got
roles.
Yeah, he
Well,
started losing
because
roles
because they didn't want anybody white, right? Like that's They wanted someone
exactly.
ethnically like appropriate.
Exactly. So, and Guy Ritchie also talked about why
Jafar
he did
looks
this
really
movie.
lame in the trailer too.
Well, it's funny you say that because his name is Marwan Kanzari. He is called the Hot Jafar after he was cast in this movie.
Oh, no.
26 out of 45 people found that interesting.
He looks kind of like a comedian, like he's about to like make a joke.
Yeah, but he needs to be imposing. Jafar is a great villain, and in
Yeah.
this movie, he looks like a slick guy.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Hot
'cause they
Jafar.
can't- they can't-
Hashtag Hot Jafar.
But Guy Ritchie kind of justified why he's doing this movie. He says this is a movie about a street hustler, and those are the kind of movies I make.
If it has Guy
And he's
Ritchie
right.
touches, I might enjoy those. But I just don't feel like he's the right fit for this.
Yeah, and he said he wanted to make a
I
kids
don't know
movie.
why you think that. I think he's a perfect fit for this.
I just don't-
He needs some direction because he can get a little lost.
He's not Disney.
That's
Ritchie's not
that's
Disney.
exactly why it can work.
No,
So
they
you're
want
saying the
Disney.
balance of visuals and someone basically standing
Did you
behind you in the
I want
editing room.
I want
you
Kevin
see-
Feige behind him. Yeah.
Did you
yeah, I get what you're
being
saying.
devil's advocate right now. Did you see King Arthur: Legend of the Sword?
I did. Yeah.
Did you like it?
Visually, it's very cool. Storytelling, very poor.
And
Yes.
acting?
Man.
It was terrible acting,
acting could
terrible
have been
story.
controlled by proper story, honestly.
I don't know. It was bad.
Yeah, the story was just all over the place and,
Yes.
and was nonsense.
Save it for our Guy Ritchie
Visually,
show.
Visually, though, it's cool visually.
I do a Guy Ritchie.
15 years ago, I would have gladly done a Guy Ritchie show, but now I don't think I could.
No.
I don't think I could give him the props.
You just done. Never mind.
yeah.
Anything else you wanna
what's
say for
what's your
number
number 3?
I'm a jerk this show. I'm like a Kent this show because my number 3 is Toy Story 4.
Joel, how
I
dare you?
am shocked, sir.
Why isn't that your number 1?
Toy Story 4 synopsis. When a new toy called Forky joins Woody and the gang, a road trip alongside old and new friends reveals how big the world can be for a toy. If that's a pretty generic description, is that what that feels like?
Yeah.
It's because it is.
I mean, it's on purpose, right?
This movie is about existential dread, creationism, and suicide.
Yeah.
That's what this movie's about.
He's right.
what? Why? How can you be right
Forky
about
is
that?
the god of death. We all know that.
No, don't bring Ghibli to this. No, so Forky is like this kid put bendy arms and a face
And
on
googly
a
eyes, yeah.
spork, and it became sentient. And then he's like, "I'm not a toy. I'm garbage," and he keeps trying to throw himself away or kill himself throughout the movie, and they have to keep trying to stop him and say, "No, you're worth keeping." And it's like eyeballs are falling
Wait,
off and
so
stuff like
I
that.
have to spell sexual, but you can say kill himself a lot on this show?
When I'm talking about Toy Story.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's better.
This was directed by Josh Cooley, he was a writer for Inside Out, and he directed Riley's First Date, which was short for Inside Out.
You probably
What?
prefer if he was doing
What are
Aladdin.
they thinking?
And it features okay, here's the thing. Tony Hale is Forky, which I'm telling you right now, calling a character Forky in a kids movie is a bad idea.
They have a character named Woody.
Kids can't,
Any kid
kids
with a
can't
speech
talk
impediment?
very well, Jacob, is what I'm saying.
I can't wait for this.
Tony Hale plays him, so you get Buster Bluth being the fork.
Yeah.
You get Keanu Reeves as Duke Kaboom. Now, I tell you, that actually does interest me.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
It does feel
it's become
appropriate.
so crowded at this point. There's so many characters that I'm like,
Do you know what I felt at the end of Toy Story 3 when everyone was crying? I need to see more of this story that just perfectly finished.
It was a perfect trilogy. The story was complete. There was an arc. It came full circle.
They're gonna do it forever.
There was so much goodness here, and I'm like, why? Why are you hitting this franchise again?
They're gonna
Pixar.
They're not gonna stop.
Can I ruin the movie for everyone? I don't know how it ends, but can I ruin it?
Sure.
Just based on what I think will happen?
So you don't know. This isn't a spoiler.
I promise you,
They're all gonna end up in the trash.
This is Kent Brain.
I do not know if this is how it ends, but I think the toys are going to end up back at Andy's about 10 years down the road, and Andy's son is going to get Woody back. Calling it right now. That's why everyone's going to cry.
He was going to end up at Andy's when he's an old man. And
No, Andy will be a dad, and he'll have a son, and he'll finally get his toys
Bonnie's
back.
going to give him back.
Yes, and Bonnie will be grown up.
Is Forky going to be there?
Yes.
Because what is the future for
But don't you
Forky?
think that'll be emotional?
Seriously.
That's the only way they can
What
end
is the
this
future
movie.
for a handmade toy that's going to fall apart at any minute and is a sport?
Trash can.
Yes, that's where it's ending up, people.
So
there you go.
seems really dark, Joel. You're in trouble.
Yeah, my number 4 was a Disney. My number 3 was
Wow,
a
we're
Disney.
not going to get our Disney paychecks this year.
My number 2 is a Disney.
Funny you say that, actually, because, hey, guys, it looks like Disney just bought Baconsale.
Yes.
Sellouts.
No, but I like money.
Disney's buying everything else. They might as well buy
I like money
Baconsale.
as much as the next guy.
Honestly, this would be
Except
the
for Joel's
best
gonna get
purchase
in the
they've
way
made.
of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's The Lion King.
Who are you?
Once again, if you did not grow up seeing one of the greatest Disney movies of all time, after the murder of his father, a young lion prince flees his kingdom only to learn the true meaning of responsibility and bravery.
You could have said MURDER just to lighten it up a little bit.
No,
M-U-R-D-E-R.
MURDER.
This one is directed by Jon Favreau, who did Elf, Zathura, Iron Man 2, The Jungle Book, Cowboys and Aliens.
Why would you bring Cowboys and Aliens
You had
up?
to do that.
I had to put
all
that
these
in.
like billion-dollar franchises and Cowboys and
They did
Aliens.
The Jungle Book, which was lackluster.
No, it made a 1.2 billion.
Yeah, that made
lackluster.
It's terrible, actually.
It's not great. But this one, it's okay. This is why it's number 2 on my list. It's not live action. It has never been live action. It will never be considered live action. CGI.
Calm down, Joel. Calm down. Hakuna Matata.
Okay.
Hakuna Matata.
No, but this, okay, they keep saying live action
It
remake.
means something.
They're not live tigers
Something
or
or other, I
lions.
forget.
They're not live
I don't
monkeys.
know.
There's nothing live action in here. It's just more animation, just done a little differently.
They're in a green screen, which is a real place.
It looks
fake animals
it
with a green
looks
screen.
more alive, Joel.
But
So think about it.
where's the live action?
Hakuna Matata.
No, don't
It
Hakuna
means
Matata me.
Live.
Hakuna
lifelike.
Matata actually means live action. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Live action. What a wonderful phrase. It means nothing. We just want to make more money.
And they will so much money.
And they will.
Okay, this one
What is
features-
Disney going to do with all this money they're making?
But you
Holy
know,
crap.
it's about
You know what they're going
time.
to do? Buy their companies and fire everyone else.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
gosh.
here's the other thing, guys. Is this okay? Much like Aladdin, they
Yeah.
wanted to go a little more authentic, so they got some actors to fit the role, like Seth Rogen, Billy Eichner, John Oliver,
Who?
Beyonce.
Well, yes. Nala Queen.
No, they got Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner are Timon and Pumbaa. John Oliver is Zazu, the whatever bird
Where's
he is.
Aquafina?
She's not in it. Donald Glover actually is Simba, and they got Chiwetel Ejiofor, Beyonce, and then they actually did get James Earl Jones to come back.
Which is cool.
Is he not dead yet?
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
None of us knew that, though.
No, but I figured he was.
He'd be in the next
Still
Dead or
alive.
Alive quiz.
Some guy doing an impression of dead James Earl Jones.
But
Good
I
luck.
just don't like this. I don't like this at all, guys. They're gonna. It's just a cheap, weird. It's gonna look weird.
I can't wait to not see this.
It's gonna be like It's gonna be the musical numbers that like sound like someone's doing karaoke of the songs you love. Where it's like, oh,
Yes.
that sounds a lot like that one. I don't like it.
You know when I'm going to see this? 3 months after it's come out, when my wife's playing it in the house and I see it in the background.
It's true.
Going,
And that's-
oh, look.
As a parent
Or
now,
when you see it for the bacon
you
bit.
will experience
What?
that.
You're going to the
Because
bacon
you
bit
have
for
to
the
go.
Aladdin bacon bit.
You go to Aladdin, I'll go to Lion King.
That's the deal.
I like
Finger boot.
I like how you guys don't want to see either one in the theater.
Oh, Kent, how many movies do you hate watch a year?
So many, about 80%. I still go.
All right, let's get to your number 2.
My number 2 is more of a cash grab.
More of a cash grab than Lion
possible?
King.
Yes, because this is a product that should never exist. In fact, this is a copycat of Lego and a copycat of the Lego movie. It's Playmobil,
Dang it! Stop stealing all my jokes.
the movie. This is your joke?
There's a couple of those.
Is this an honorable mention for you?
It's in there, yeah.
This movie comes out August 16th. Jake, are you familiar with Playmobil?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
The Playmobil is like the bigger version of Legos. It's kind of like Little People, but like a generic version of Little People.
They're Legos, but they don't move as well.
I honestly feel like I've never heard of this. And
If I showed you a
apparently.
picture, yeah, well, because they were like, "Hey, you know all that money the Lego movies making off Legos? We should do that too."
Yes, and the Lego movies are very successful, and so so you should watch the trailer. There is not one joke that lands here. It's just a bunch of animated fat Legos screaming, and that's about it.
Scraping is my.
What a great quote.
There you go. Those are Playmobiles, Jake.
Yeah, check it out.
That looks like a bunch of fat Legos screaming.
See? That's actually the summary. No, this is the real summary from IMDb. Animated feature film inspired by the Playmobil brand toys. Starring Daniel Radcliffe, Anya Taylor-Joy, Adam Lambert, and Jim Gaffigan.
Adam Lambert.
You're hitting
From American
the Queen,
Idol.
the Queen singer,
Yeah. And from American Idol,
the current Queen singer who's trying to replace Freddie Mercury.
yes, well, trying.
Yeah.
But he is a voice in an animated movie. I just saw this
So he's
trailer.
going to be singing in it.
And I'm actually really quite harsh on animated movies. And I'll say this, I'm going to lead right into my honorable
Unlike the other
mentions.
movies.
On all of them. So my honorable mentions is another animated movie that could be my number 2. It's interchangeable. It's Ugly Dolls. This one comes out May 3rd, so it's already come out.
That trailer is so bad.
They both look
And-
so bad.
And so because I have kids, I refuse to let them watch this. And it's been a joke that I make my kids watch old, 90s thrillers, essentially.
You're like, go watch Hitchcock's Psycho
You
one
will
more
appreciate
time.
the usual suspects.
Exactly. Once again, I talked to my kids and I said, hey, we will not be seeing Angry Birds 2. All these movies I mentioned, Angry Birds 2, Playmobil, or Ugly
man.
Dolls.
You
And
know-
they're like, Mom, can we go see it? And she's like, I'll take you. I'm like, she can be your favorite parent. I will not expose you to that because I have integrity. So
man.
it's just shameful.
You got to stand your grounds in parenting. It's true, Ken.
Yeah. You do. Playmobil's where you draw
That's
the
where I
line.
draw the line. No, honestly, this is like if after the Transformers franchise had a couple, like 2 or 3 extra movies, all of a sudden Mask
GoBots.
came in and they're like,
GoBots.
Oh, GoBots. Yeah, GoBots would be good. Like,
Poor
hey, we're going to make a
man's
GoBots
anything.
movie. And we're like, what? Really?
Yeah. And it's funny you say Lion King. So these are another
Next thing you
honorable
know, there's
mention.
going to be a Transformers movie, huh?
Yeah. So GoBots for real. So Lion King is an honorable mention. Toy Story 4, honorable mention for bad. And Men in Black International would be an honorable mention.
I was actually against Men in Black International for a while until I realized it's not like they're trying to reboot it with the same people. It's like it's a different story told in a different part of the world. And I was
just
like,
feel
oh, okay.
no one cares about
I mean,
that
they are
world.
still rebooting it, but
And
yeah.
hasn't.
I'm just happy
I
to
don't know
see
if the
Thor and
interest is
Valkyrie matched up again because
Of course, when Will Smith came back, it made money, though. That last one did.
Yeah, number 3.
Yeah, number 3. It wasn't very
but not
good.
enough to get
Oh,
another
Thor 3.
movie though.
It made money.
Oh, Men in Black 3.
Yeah, Men in Black 3.
Yeah.
I think it was the most profitable of all.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I need to look that up?
Joel's going to
You
have
need
to
to
find
look
out.
it up.
We need to hurry though.
You just don't want to see Valkyrie again with Chris Hemsworth.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Jacob is actually correct. Worldwide, Men in Black 3 made $624 million, as opposed to Men in Black 1, which made $589, and Men in Black 2, which made $441.
But let us consider. I mean, I don't want to get into the nerdiness of money, but $1998 versus $2012.
Let's not talk math, okay?
Please no.
Let's just accept that I was right. We'll all move on together quietly.
You're not technically right.
Speaking of
but
moving
you
on,
are.
your number one, Kent?
My number 1 movie I want to fail, I want to fade away, and I've talked about this before. I don't need to spend a lot of time. Is Brightburn.
That's the one that you and I both like, oh,
Yeah.
it's an interesting concept. And he's like, I hate it so much because
He was so
it kills the
mad.
canon of Superman.
He was so
It's
mad.
a direct ripoff of Superman. Superman, yes.
I need a Yoth mill right now.
yes.
He wrote a letter to his congressman, I think, for that.
Hey, guys. What if a child from another world crash landed on Earth, but instead of becoming a hero to mankind, he proved to be something far more sinister? I kind of slurred there. He proved to be something more sinister.
You know, Kent's just mad because this didn't hit comics first.
It actually did. It's Ultraman from Earth 3. It's the evil Superman. It actually is an established story.
It's just when I think
for
I'm a nerd.
years now.
Yeah, you set yourself
know
up.
I'm a nerd,
I heard him
right?
say that one already.
So it's directed by some guy that directed a Korn music video and a VR game called Belko VR based on James Gunn's crappy movie.
Surely he's done something else, right?
Nope, those two.
You know what I really hated about
Guess
that
who's-
trailer, though?
What?
Is they're like, from the visionary director of Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, but he's
Producer
he's
James
producing.
Gunn.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, he's a producer. Why?
But guess who this is written by? 2 of his brothers. Not even the well-known brothers. Not even Sean Gunn from Guardians of the
Oh,
Galaxy.
and from Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, so he has nothing to do with this. It's 2 of the other
so
guys.
then maybe this will be good.
Yeah.
No, this is 2 guys that don't have a career, and he's like, hey, I know. let's steal from Warner Brothers. And so they made a movie based off of Ultraman. But guess what? The cast is probably the best part. We have Elizabeth Banks.
Yes.
Who starred in Power Rangers.
Oh, come on. Elizabeth Banks is good.
And Roy from The Office.
I love Roy. Is it Roy with a beard or without a beard?
I think he has a beard in this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Cone beard. And it's a cone beard. And this is one of those things where it's like, hey, can I copy your homework? Yeah, just change a few things so it doesn't look like you copied.
No, this is...
Because this is a Superman story gone dark. And look, if this is a cool... And I would even say, like, if at the end this movie disturbs me, I'll be a little bit happy with this because I have such low expectations. It can only go up from here. Like, quite honestly,
I don't get your hatred towards this movie.
It's going to end up being one of his favorites.
It seems one of
it's a blatant ripoff.
Concept.
It's a blatant ripoff.
It's not a ripoff. It's an interesting concept.
Show me anything in the trailer that wasn't in Man of Steel or Superman canon.
How about when he's attacking people?
That's Ultraman. He kills his parents in Ultraman.
Oh, I was just thinking Man of Steel.
But DC's never going to make that movie.
No, they won't because they're already seen as too dark, and then they're like, "Killer Superman."
So this is their opportunity.
So Sony can do it.
True.
Yeah,
it feels wrong. I've spoken my words on this, but
do you know what feels wrong?
What?
Ripping off a movie that I know and love.
Wait, is this number one or honorable mentions?
This is my number one. I'm just going to jump right into it.
Okay.
No honorable mentions?
No, they're kind of saved for jokes.
Okay. All right.
He loves his jokes.
I had a couple that I was like, But my number one is actually a ripoff of one of my favorite movie all times. This movie...
Oh, I know what it is.
It comes out May 10th, so right before...
Can I say?
Yeah.
The Hustle.
The Hustle. I hate this movie, and I haven't even seen it.
Yeah.
I know they say don't judge a book by its cover, but this cover stinks like rotten fish.
Do you want to go see the screening
Like
with
rotten
me?
what?
No. So this one, okay, here's the synopsis.
So mad? No.
Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson stars female scam artists, one low rent and the other high class, who team up to take down dirty, rotten men who have wronged them. You see that? Even in the synopsis, they rip off dirty, rotten scoundrels.
Wait, well, that's on purpose. That's a reference.
That's what I mean. It's like they're basically they're not hiding the fact that this is a gender swapped remake of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
I'm guessing Rebel Wilson plays the high class one.
You would be right, sir. Except you're wrong. No, okay, so this one is directed by Chris Addison, who directed one episode of Fresh Off the Boat.
No, hold on.
And 13 episodes of Veep, but the guy hasn't directed any feature films.
Did he direct a Korn music video? I didn't think so.
Starring Anne Hathaway,
He's behind.
Rebel Wilson, as I said. Okay, so this is a remake, strike one.
Yes.
This is ripping off a movie I love, strike two. It's a cheap gender swap cash grab, strike three. Rebel Wilson, strike four. And it doesn't look funny at all, strike five. How many strikes are there in baseball? There's a lot of strikes.
Yes.
Like, okay, so I was like...
Yeah,
maybe-
the trailer wasn't very funny.
well, the problem with the trailer to me, the reason why it hit such a sour note for me was because the trailer...
There was a good moment.
The opening in the trailer is almost a shot-for-shot remake, ripoff, I should
On
say,
the train?
of the scene with Steve Martin and Michael Caine.
I think that's on purpose, though. That's to let you know what's going on.
That's how showing how unoriginal this movie is. When I'm like, I can quote the movie that you're about to rip off right now. There was the one part in the trailer that made me laugh, and I think you know what that both is.
I do.
Why can't someone take this story and then develop it for another time for a new audience?
He's coming back at you.
Because it's the same exact story.
Oh, that's weird. It's almost like it's taking a story that's originally established.
Your nerdy comic book that no one's ever read can be made into a movie.
Superman that's been around for 81 years.
Your
Never
Ultraman. The
read.
Ultraman thing
The
you're bringing
first
up.
superhero that's created everything that we have now.
This is a movie ripping off a movie, not a movie ripping off
I'm just going to let this happen. for a
Ultraman
minute.
only.
a comic book that no one's read.
The only difference of Ultraman and Clark
Ultraman
Kent,
is a Japanese superhero.
That's also true.
So they ripped off that.
no, they did not.
That's the problem, right
Rebel
there.
Wilson is a Japanese superhero.
That explains it.
Anyway,
Try to come back from that, Joel.
Yeah.
this movie, the Hustle,
Brightburn, huh?
Yay.
The Hustle made me actively angry, and I'm hoping this movie just bombs because
It's really too bad.
Go watch Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Have fun with that one.
I'm
It is a great
pretty
one.
harsh on comedies, as you guys know, but
Right.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels is a great comedy.
It's a
is.
classic comedy, and I fear it's been forgotten because people are like, "Oh, this looks like a fun original movie," and I'm like, "I hate you for saying that."
But they did kind of the same thing
Grandma?
in Heartbreakers with Jennifer Love Hewitt and Sigourney Weaver back in the late 90s.
But even that, it's a con artist movie.
Yes.
but it wasn't the same story.
No.
It was the mother-daughter team. and
like, it's
it was,
close enough to pay like homage to
I'm
it.
fine with con movies. It's much like Ocean's 8, where I'm like, they actually had, like, it was a spin-off. It was a gender swap spin-off.
Yes.
But it was a different story. This looks like the same exact story, but, oh, hey, we got women now, so it's a different movie. And I'm like, no, it's the same movie. You're ripping it off. No good.
Yeah.
If it was funny, then all is forgiven. But it just doesn't look funny.
It doesn't
Oh, did you know that Rebel Wilson's in it? It's not funny. Defend that.
All right, let's get positive and speed things
I
along.
can't. I
gentlemen.
tried.
Let's get to our top 5, shall we?
Do it.
Ooh,
Joel, you
it's
want to go
about
first?
time.
Yes, I'll go with my number 5. It comes up-
Positivity.
Positivity.
I am doing it.
June 14th is when it comes out. It's called The Dead Don't Die. So this one...
Look at this hipster right here.
I haven't even heard of
I
this.
already forgot my joke one.
You always do this. The joke is that you forget the joke every
My
time.
joke one was The Other Side of Heaven 2, Fire of Faith.
Just laugh
it's
at
a
the
terrible
end.
title.
Yeah.
It was a very wordy title. That's why
Yeah,
liked
I
it.
saw the poster for
Hey,
that.
remember the last time I chose a Jim Jarmusch movie? Never. Look at this guy over
This
here.
is a Jim Jarmusch movie. But you don't know him. It's because you haven't seen any of his movies because they're really big hipster movies like Broken Flowers, Only Lovers Left Alive. He works with like Tom Hanks and
What has
or Tom
happened to you?
Waits and
What has
Talking
happened
Heads.
to the Joel I know and love?
Okay, let me get this for you, Jacob. Ready?
Okay.
Here's the synopsis. The peaceful town of Centerville finds itself battling a zombie horde as the
Centerville.
dead start rising from their graves. Starring Bill Murray, Adam Driver, Chloe Sevigny, and Tilda Swinton.
Okay, this is interesting.
So this is one of those.
Wait, he just read a cast list.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
But it's a zombie movie with Bill Murray,
Yeah.
which has already been done kind of and hilarious. So this when you watch this trailer, it's one of those kind of surreal. I don't want to say Napoleon Dynamite because that will turn off Kent to it.
No, it's almost Wes Anderson-ish. As far as Jim
Yes.
Jarmusch's style, it's
Yes.
very unique.
It's Wes Anderson kind of feel. Yeah.
There's a great moment in this trailer where...
has he made another movie I know?
No.
No, Only Lovers Left Alive has got Tom Hiddleston and Tilda Swinton. Broken Flowers is a Bill Murray one.
Yes.
Okay, you're too dorky. Go on.
So there's a moment in this trailer where everyone, like all these cops are saying like, what are these things attacking everyone? Maybe they're like, and they try to give all these fake names, like maybe they're crawlers or they're prancers or something. And then we have Adam Driver saying, they're zombies, duh.
Yeah.
Like they're zombies. Quit trying to hide the fact that they're zombies.
And they all
'Cause in
seem to-
zombie movies, they always say like,
Yeah.
they're walkers.
Yeah, they don't want to say zombie. And this one, it's just funny because they're so nonchalant. Like, not nonchalant, but just like, it's very kind of deadpan humor where they're taking this crazy situation just very mellow. Like
That's very Adam
Bill
Driver.
Murray. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do you think it's
and-
going to
and
make
Bill
opening
Murray.
weekend?
Oh, it's not going to make very much.
$37,000?
If that. This is one that I just, it came kind of out of nowhere. And then I saw the trailer and I went, yes, that is definitely one I'm looking forward to seeing. So my number 5 was that.
Hipster.
The
All right.
Dead Don't Die, June 14th.
My number 5 is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, August 9th.
Kent's reliving his childhood right now.
Well, I'm sure this is on your list as well. A group of teens face their fears in order to save their lives. Very basic, but essentially, this feels like Goosebumps. In fact, maybe very akin to the first Goosebumps movie, where these stories come to life.
Do you think it's going to be that
You actually want to see this? Doesn't this look
so much.
directed towards children? Because Goosebumps was a family
Yeah.
I
friendly
think this
horror
is
movie.
directed towards older teens because the visuals already in the trailer are perfect.
They're creepy.
They're perfect.
They got
Have
that-
you seen this
they got
trailer?
the-
Yeah, there's a girl popping a pimple.
That's my least favorite one because it's gross out and that's why I like it. But like
'Cause
it was the white woman standing in the hallway.
It's the big woman that watches over the bed, and she's in the hallway. In this
It's
scene.
creepy. And then there was another there's another visual from the book that I saw and I went, oh, it's from the book. And
Yeah,
I really
they
liked
have
it.
a haunted house story. In fact, they feature the Big Toe,
Yes.
the Red Spot Haunted House, and Harold. Harold.
Harold.
Which, is anyone
Oh, yeah,
remember
Harold.
from our
His
show?
freaky story.
I was raving about.
Go back and listen to episode 177.
Yeah, and so it's
I
directed
remember
by
the number.
It's directed by Andre Overdahl.
I have a good brain.
Who he directed the Autopsy of Jane Doe. If you guys haven't
Saw
seen
that Burger King.
It's
And Troll Hunter.
In Troll Hunter. Very good foreign films. And Jane Doe is not quite a foreign film, but very, very good. And I think he's a good choice. And the big sell here is Guillermo del Toro's producing.
Yeah.
And so hopefully he had a little
Oh, so
oversight.
this one we're okay with producing, but when James Gunn is producing, you're
Well,
out.
I actually like Guillermo del Toro, and I hate James Gunn, so yes.
Okay.
But Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, August 9th. My number 4?
Yes.
Kind of low for this list. You guys may be surprised. It's Midsummer.
Oh yeah, the
Also, August 9th. I'm going to have to make a choice this day.
this is
What else is playing?
The director of Hereditary,
Scary Stories.
right?
Yeah, director of Hereditary that came out last year. His name is Ari Aster.
And it's like Midsummer.
Yeah, Midsommar.
Yeah, it's like
Because
weirdly
it's
spelled.
in
Swedish?
Sweden.
Sweden, yeah. So the story is a young woman reluctantly joins her boyfriend on a summer trip where things quickly go awry. Very simple synopsis for a strange trailer.
Well, watch the trailer and you get a lot
were
more.
avoiding this trailer for
I
a
did.
while because I
And
saw it and Emily said, "Don't see it, don't see it, don't see it."
I couldn't hide it anymore. Couldn't avoid it anymore.
I couldn't hide who I was. I had to watch
Yes.
the trailer.
In fact, so like I told people not to watch Hereditary's trailer because it showed too much, and I was like, I don't care. I have to see what's up with this movie, and it shows next to nothing, and it all takes place during the day. And that is what is so creepy.
Yeah, that's what's interesting.
Is fear
Well, it's
during
like
the day.
It's not just during the
spring
day,
day.
but it's bright. Yeah.
Happy spring setting.
Yeah, so this one stars Florence Pugh.
Oh yeah, Florence Pugh. That's Jacob's
Pugh.
favorite actress.
Don't make up actresses.
She's real, and she's actually a great actress. Also, Will
Florence
Poulter
Pugh.
and Jack Rayner from
Tier 3 name.
from Sing Street.
Florence
Pugh,
Yeah.
but tier 1 actress.
Okay.
She's
I
actually
don't know
pretty
if she's-
fantastic.
What's she been in?
She the main girl?
She was in. You haven't seen these movies. But fighting with my family.
Nope.
The wrestling movie that came out
saw
earlier
that.
this year.
I saw that.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Yeah,
She's the
good,
main
right?
girl?
Yeah,
Is that the one
She
with
is
Nick
good.
Frost?
she's what's that?
That's the one with Nick Frost, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also in a movie called Lady Macbeth, and she's great in that no one
That's
saw.
a Shakespeare play.
She's
not a
got some
movie.
charisma.
Yes. In IMDb, this one is described as The Wizard of Oz for perverts. 15 out of 15 people found that interesting, so everyone's on board with that.
Kent, this is Kent's number
took a
4.
drink right then.
Number 4 is Wizard of Oz for perverts.
And it's funny because no one's seen this movie, but that description is on IMDb's trivia section.
Wow.
So according to the director, this is his first horror film,
What was Hereditary?
a family drama. He calls Hereditary a family drama, and honestly, it kind of was up until
It's
the end.
basically like This Is Us, but with more Satanism.
A little more crying, a lot more crying actually.
A little more decapitations too.
But this one is, I can't watch another trailer for this, but I cannot wait to see what happens. The hype will be real. Please be good.
Okay. My number 4 is actually Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yes.
This one, I like. We've already talked about it, so I'm not going to go into detail. But I really hope this one is PG-13 because that's the tone
It
of the
will be,
books,
right?
Like the books are geared towards young adults and children, and I want the movie to be the same so that this is one I can show to my kids and terrify them.
Start them off right. Is this phase 3 horror for your kids?
This would be Phase 3 horror.
Because Joel has phases. Like
Yes.
he'll start them off really light. Like what would be a phase 1 horror movie
I've been
for
doing,
children?
I've been doing horror movie training with my kids because I don't want
Yes.
to drop them in the deep end and have them be scarred and not watch horror movies. I want
like
them
my
to love
kids,
them,
where they're
like
drawing
me.
girls with blood hanging or
Yeah, I
falling out of
remember
their
that
eyes.
picture.
Yes.
I want my kids to love horror, and so I've started them on a journey every October. They did Phase 1 training last year and the year before, actually. But
Which
that's
would
like
be, for example?
Universal monster movies.
Okay.
And then Phase 2 is like movies that aren't particular horror movies, but they have scary parts in them. Like
Watcher in the Woods?
Like Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Or Pirates of the Caribbean, where it's like there's scary parts, but overall it's
Mr.
not
Boogedy?
a scary movie. Yeah, Mr. Boogedy.
Yeah.
And then Phase 3 is like legitimate horror. And then they'll build.
Is there
to that.
phase 4?
Phase 4 would probably be like Hereditary, but
Saw?
they're not getting to that.
Hostel?
No.
What phase is that?
That's phase wrong. But yeah, so Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I hope it's good. I hope it's good.
There's no one in the cast we really know except for Dean Norris from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting.
My number 3, it comes out June 28th, and it is the Angry Birds movie 2.
Jokes from Joel.
No, actually, it comes out June 28th, and it's yesterday. So
Funny,
yesterday,
that's my number 3 as well.
is it?
Yeah.
Finger boop. Boop boop.
What do you guys want to see that? It looks kind of like...
Oh, Joel,
I'll tell you why.
Tell him why.
It's like, check out this premise.
First of all, here's the synopsis. A struggling musician realizes he's the only person on Earth who can remember the Beatles. Now, it's directed by Danny Boyle, who did Slumdog Millionaire, Millions, 127 Hours, 28 Days Later. A lot of movies I really
Joel
enjoy.
kind of likes him
It stars...
more than a friend.
Yeah.
It stars Himesh Patel, Lily James, and even Kate McKinnon is in this one. It's kind of bizarre,
I'm out.
but
Who's
it's
it written by?
Richard Curtis, who did About Time and Love Actually. So let me just picture this for you. Beatles music. I love Beatles music. Danny Boyle directing, one of my favorite directors. Richard Curtis writing, one of my favorite writers.
Yeah, I can see
I love the concept.
I can see why he was the writer. Like, that makes sense. It's going to go to some interesting places.
Well,
probably.
and it's a little weird because if you watch the trailer, he hits his head basically, and then he wakes up and he's in a world where people don't remember the Beatles. So of course it's going to be a dream that he wakes up from eventually. But it just seems like such a fun dream to have, and the music's going to be fun to listen to.
I think it's a multiverse.
You think it's a multiverse?
Yeah, it's a multiverse.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just making that
Could
up.
be.
Yeah.
Who
I mean,
knows?
they do time travel. So
That's true. They do about and time travel about time. So, Ken, what is this your number 3?
It just looks it looks absolutely charming. I don't love that it has like Ed Sheeran in the movie and
Ed
other
Sheeran is in this
performers
movie.
as themselves. I feel
that's
like
the only reason I'm going to go see it.
that will be quite
That's
dated.
why you like Game of Thrones.
Exactly.
What? Oh, yes. Yeah. But I feel like that will date the movie. But as far as the concept goes, I've thought about this before. Where it's like, what if you could go back in time and become ultra rich based on other people's talent?
Because you watched Hot Tub Time Machine. That's why you wanted
No, do not say that.
You watched it.
Eventually.
Is that concept not in it?
It is, but I thought of this before Hot Tub Time Machine. In fact, I thought of a concept for Hot Tub Time Machine.
You didn't think of anything before Hot Tub Time Machine.
I thought of things.
It gave you all your ideas. Everything you've ever talked about since.
But I love just the the style that Richard Curtis has, and hopefully Danny Boyle can adapt to.
Okay, so I
feels
like
right.
The story that Richard Curtis can tell with the style of Danny Boyle. 'Cause
Yes.
I love his directorial style.
But I hope there's a risk to this movie. I hope there's like a dark twist.
Well, I feel like because of the director, because of the writer, that it is going to be a little more in depth than some frou-frou comedy about, hey, this is funny that we can do this.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what they could do.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It comes out July 26th. Directed by? Do you guys know?
That would be Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino. This is
And there's
his-
still only a teaser out for that.
Well, I
Yeah.
had zero interest in this movie initially until I saw the trailer, and it was
okay.
so much fun.
what? How was it so much fun?
I don't know. Like I was watching it, going, I'm really
just kinda
enjoying
bizarre.
this.
It plays like a 1960s sort of bubblegum vibe.
It's Quentin Tarantino. So you got the good music, it's the fast paced editing, the quick dialogue between everyone. You get Margot Robbie in this movie dancing like a go-go
Yeah.
girl.
Yes.
And then you get lines like when this guy doing the Bruce Lee acting and he's saying, "My hands are registered as lethal weapons. If I kill someone, I could go to jail." And then Brad Pitt going, "That's stupid. If anyone kills anyone, then they go to jail."
yeah.
It's manslaughter.
Yeah.
Something about manslaughter.
Yeah.
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 I felt like a telegraph joke to me. I don't know. I'm surprised you liked it.
Regardless of the movie that comes out, a new movie from Quentin Tarantino is an event. Like he is an auteur.
He's like
that-
the 9th movie from Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Because he
but-
said he's only going
yeah.
to do 10 and then he's out.
But it's just
We shall
rare.
see.
It's rare to see a movie from him at all. And so I am interested in any new project he has, even though a lot of his movies I don't really care for.
You didn't read the synopsis for this yet, did you?
No, I didn't. It's a faded television actor and his stunt double. And so television actor is Leonardo DiCaprio, stunt double, Brad Pitt, strive to achieve fame and success in the film industry during the final years of Hollywood's golden age in 1969 Los Angeles.
And it's going to reference the Manson murders as well, right?
Yeah, so the story consists of multiple parallel stories, and it's similar to Pulp Fiction, how the stories kind of come together, but you follow different characters, primarily focusing on Pitt and DiCaprio.
Okay.
And it's kind of crazy. We haven't seen DiCaprio in a movie since 2015 in The Revenant.
Ever
The
since he
bear
got his
attack
Oscar.
movie?
He hasn't
Ever since
been
he
in
got his-
any movie?
Yeah.
Ever
isn't
since
that
he got
weird?
his Oscar, he's like, I'm out, taking my break, finally earned it.
Dating some models, I guess. But
It's a hard life.
yeah, really, really tough. But I do think this will be Tarantino's most tongue-in-cheek movie. In fact, he's casting all these modern stars as 60 stars that we all know, like Steve McQueen, Bruce Lee, like you said.
Right.
Obviously, Charles Manson's going to be in there too. But I don't know how this movie will end up.
Do
But
we know who's playing Charles Manson?
yes.
Yes.
Guy from Justified.
Yeah,
I forget his name.
can't think of his name.
But
yeah.
it's kind of perfect.
Your guy from
casting.
Justified?
No, he's
Walter Goggins.
Dewey is his character name in Justified. I don't remember his actor name.
Yeah. But I'm super
He's
stoked
a solid actor though.
because this will be obviously a different take on history. I forget what they call that.
Damon Harriman.
That's the guy.
I don't know. I haven't met him in Justified yet.
But if you, any
maybe
of
I
you
have.
saw the
You have.
Inglorious,
He's in the pilot.
the Inglorious Illegitimate Children movie.
You could say BAS turds?
Yeah.
Wait.
Family
Guys,
friendly,
this works so well. Just spell the first 3 letters in anything, and you get away with it.
especially if it ends in turds.
I'm so happy right now.
That was
But
unfortunate.
obviously, it's revisionist history.
Family
Obviously,
friendly,
we saw
Joel.
the revisionist history in
Yeah.
that one where they took out Hitler just because they
you think,
could.
You think this is going to be revisionist history? Where they
I
took out
think it will be a
Manson-
little more
Manson?
somber because when you deal with the Manson murders, like it's dark.
Well, especially if Margot
quite
Robbie's
dark.
playing
Hitler
Sharon
wasn't
Tate.
dark enough for you. It's not dark there. It's only when you get to Charles Manson that it gets dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
not the
I can't
Nazis.
freaking wait.
What's your number 2?
Number 2.
My number 2 is actually John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum.
John Wick 3?
Yes. Dang it! This is going to be Playmobil.
He had a joke.
This is going to be Playmobil the movie, but whatever. The joke's over. It's done.
We already
Here's
brought
the
that one
synopsis.
up anyway.
Yeah, I know. That's why. You kept bringing up ones that I was like, that's my joke one.
Sorry?
Synopsis. Super assassin John Wick is on the run after killing a member of the International Assassins Guild, and with a $14 million price tag on his head, he is the target of hitmen and women everywhere.
Let me ask you
14
this.
million? He couldn't get 15?
Yeah.
Really?
So
Yeah, that's
John
very
Wick
random.
1 was lightning in a bottle.
Yes.
John Wick 2, how did that work? It shouldn't have worked.
It wasn't as good as the first one, but still a lot
it
of
was
fun.
still good.
It
Yeah.
was still really good.
No, that's the thing is but it wasn't as good as the first one.
But how do they do number 3?
So
Honestly, it's like good faith that they've bought at this point. Like for 3, I look at the trailer and I'm like, I don't know how you're going to be good. And Halle Berry, I don't care.
Halle Berry's a jinx.
She kind of is.
I
He gets it.
James Bond.
Is it going to work though?
Well, and the director, by the way, he's a stuntman who basically only directed John Wick so far.
Yeah.
He's a stunt coordinator who did that. And I'm like,
But
no
he's
wonder
pulled
it's
that
amazing.
off.
He has.
But I got 3 words
He
for you,
definitely
gentlemen.
has.
Ready for the 3 words?
John Wick 3.
Horses, motorcycles, ninjas.
Yes.
These are all the things that make me want to see this film. I don't know
Honestly,
why, but I was just like, I saw that in the trailer. I'm like, yes.
if there was only a trailer that had those 3 words, and that's a John Wick 3,
That would be-
Parabellum.
Yeah.
Honestly, did you know what Parabellum means?
P-A-R Rebellum.
There you go. It's not a swear word, so you don't have to spell it. It comes from the Latin phrase "sivi pacem parabellum," which means if you want peace, prepare for war. Also, it's a handgun cartridge, Parabellum. So it's a weird title. It sounds like part of the brain, but it really means war.
No, that's the thing is it feels like it's getting a little cerebral, part of the brain with the title, and I don't like that as much. It just seems like a little uppity for the franchise.
Okay.
Like, John Wick 1.
It is a
John
little
Wick
uppity
2,
for the franchise.
John Wick 3. That's all you really
Yeah,
need.
because it's guns and body count.
It should
Why
just be
double tapping.
chapter
Why
3.
add Parabellum to this?
Especially John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
too
things.
wordy. But I'm still excited to see it. I think I'm excited to see Lawrence Fishburne and Keanu Reeves reunited once again.
Yeah.
Feels so good. But overall, this is what I'm looking forward to. It's going to be a while before I get to see it, but I will watch it eventually.
Okay.
When's it out?
It comes out May 17th.
Oh, that's really soon.
So what do you have for honorable mentions then?
Honorable mentions, I actually have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Brightburn.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of those will be good.
Brightburn?
So
You're
you
going to
ready?
end up loving that movie.
And then my number 1, and it's not going to make Kent happy. It's not going to make Jacob happy, but it'll make me happy.
How dare you?
Oh, can I guess?
Yeah. It is Dora and the Lost City of Gold.
I was going to give a joke one.
Dang it. Okay, you can go ahead and guess for real, Kent.
Dora.
Yep. Dora and the Lost City of Gold. No, it's Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yes.
So this
When does this
is
come out?
July 5th.
Okay.
So this one, Peter Parker and his friends go on a European vacation where Peter finds himself agreeing to help Nick Fury to uncover the mystery of several elemental creature attacks, creating havoc across the continent.
Nick Fury disappeared. Spider-Man disappeared too.
Hey,
It
no
could be
spoilers.
Avengers
Could
Infinity
be
War.
a prequel.
I don't understand. Spoilers.
This is directed by John Watts, who basically has only done Spider-Man Homecoming at this point, and it stars Tom Holland, Zendaya, Lara Harrier, Jacob Battalion, and Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Which
is
Jake
crazy.
Gyllenhaal in a superhero movie.
He would not take on any superhero movie. In fact, refused a lot of
Yeah,
them.
but this
and now
one-
he's like this B-list Spider-Man villain.
I believe. Oh, who was it? I saw it in an interview. I want to say Ryan Reynolds, but I'm not sure. But one of his buddies talked him into it. He's like, "You got to."
It was probably Ryan Reynolds.
No, he's James Marsdening. That's what I call this.
So he'll be in Sonic 2 next.
yeah, exactly.
This
A
one,
buddy talked him into it?
a buddy talked him into it because he said, "Yeah, give these movies a shot. You'll have a lot of fun with them. Like it's kind of a." I guess they consider. I mean, Jake Gyllenhaal would probably consider it a break from all his serious, cerebral, get into
totally.
the mind of a killer roles.
Right.
But I mean, he was in Nightcrawler, so
That was different.
that was
I get what
exactly
you're
the
saying.
same plot as the X-Men Nightcrawler movie. Nightcrawler is a fantastic drama.
Really is.
Very dark.
Horrifying.
But a lot of fun. But the reason this is on there is because
fun.
I'm excited to be excited about a Spider-Man movie again. I thought
Since
the
2 years
franchise.
ago?
Well, no, I thought the franchise had kind of been run into the ground, and like when Spider-Man: Homecoming came out, I was like, not again. Let's not do this again.
Joel,
and
you were hyped for that movie.
no, eventually I was.
You
And
saw
so-
the trailer in February, and you were hyped for the movie ever
Yeah,
since.
but
They
then.
have a Tom Holland
But
poster.
they announced it, and I was like, no, I don't want
sure.
another Spider-Man
Yes.
movie. I saw that one, loved it, and so I'm like, you know what? I'm excited to see another Spider-Man movie, and that makes me feel good because it makes me feel hopeful.
It makes you feel good that a multi-billion-dollar company is going to make another $1 billion.
Yes, Sony needs the money. Excuse me.
Well, yeah, it is.
SONE needs the money.
Sony Disney, because Disney's going to buy Sony like at the end of summer.
They probably
SONE
will.
and DISNE.
All right, my honorable mentions are Tolkien. Comes out May 10th, so really, really soon.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see this, and it may be a little bit slow for a lot of audiences' taste, but I hope it gives a little more insight into who J.R.R. Tolkien is. Also, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I didn't really care about this. I was on board with you, Joel, but every trailer I've seen, I'm like, if this can fulfill the promise that's given here, which, by the way, Godzilla did not from the trailers, this will be one of the biggest spectacles of the
You think
summer.
11 is going to be like in it for the first 5 minutes and then disappear for the
No,
rest of the movie?
oh yeah, good call. She'll be in it. She'll kind of be like the anchor for this movie and for probably Godzilla versus Kong as well.
Millie, what's her name? Millie?
Millie 11?
No.
Vanilli.
No,
Millie
it's not Millie
Vanilli. Yeah, I think that's
What
it.
is that
sounds
actress's
right.
name?
That sounds right.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yes, that's right.
Is it really?
It is.
Is it Bobby Brown?
It's
for
Millie
real?
Bobby Brown, yes.
Yeah.
I'm so sad I got that right on
That's
accident.
her prerogative. And not by accident, please.
Kind of. Yeah, so I'm really excited for that one. It looks cool. I just hope the action can fulfill on what it
Getting too
promises.
Pacific Rimmy for me.
Is it?
It feels Pacific Rimmy.
That is a lot of
Guess
monsters.
who loves Pacific Rim, but not the sequel?
He's pointing at himself.
Yes. Also, even though we kind of pooed on this movie,
P-O-O pooed, and then you
on
said
this
it.
movie.
You forgot the hyphen.
we poo-pooed on this. Dark Phoenix, I'm so interested to see how this turns out, if it'll be a mega bomb or okay. I'm interested to see.
I like how the best possible outcome is it's okay.
Okay. I'm interested to see the swan song for X-Men with Fox. But my number one movie, we've already talked about it, is John Wick 3, Parabellum.
That is your number one. I was
Comes
gonna
out
guess that.
May 17th. Keanu Reeves said this will, and obviously money talks, but this will most likely be the final movie for him in the John Wick series.
For him.
Yeah, because they could always do the Continental, which they've talked about doing for a TV series and whatnot. I could see Keanu Reeves playing this role forever.
I love the concept of like, I think it's like the tagline or something where it's like, every trained assassin in the world is set out to kill John Wick.
Yeah.
Odds seem fair. And I'm like, that's hilarious because John Wick's like, he's a super assassin.
It's funny because how is it? So Taken came out 2008, and then it had two sequels, and then Kevin Costner got a movie. Denzel Washington got the Equalizer series. Every old man got a
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, with Death
Yeah.
Wish.
Yeah.
It's
Jennifer Garner got
cycle-
Peppermint.
yeah,
And so
it's
there
a
are all
cycle of
these
actors.
vigilante movies, and the genre just like, everyone's like, make it go away. Keanu Reeves has become the epitome of this older man vendetta series. And man, it is the exclamation point. And I hope the series maybe does end at 3.
I hope it does.
Yes.
I feel like, much like Toy Story, some trilogies should end in a trilogy.
Forky versus John Wick.
I would on John Wick's 1 though. I don't know if I'd mind if they just kind of kept it cool and kept going, like because to begin with it was low key, and now it's like big summer
got a
blockbuster.
mischief. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I guess, but at the same time, it
No,
just feels like
that's funny.
it feels like the dog arc should be completed here.
The dog arc.
the dog arc.
If you-
Next we hear the cat arc, and then that's
Oh man,
then we
but
move
the
down
whole,
to
the whole
gerbil.
point of John Wick 1 is
That's
that
Richard
he's
Gere's
out.
series.
He's out. He was done. And then this dog brought him back in. And then 2 is like an immediate sequel.
Yes.
So it makes sense to do a sequel because his story isn't over yet.
And
if
3
they
is
keep
an
going,
immediate sequel. Like, it is that hour.
is it?
Well, that's
Yeah.
what's happening with 3 as well.
Yeah, 3,
Yeah.
remember, he takes off at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, and they're setting the timer. And then this movie begins.
it can't be an immediate sequel though because the dude's got to heal.
No, he's
It
got
is
to
an
beat up
immediate
after 2.
sequel. Well, maybe what they'll do is they'll take a break like chronologically after this one,
Okay,
and
so
then
then
if
pass
they-
out that it's like 5 years later.
Yeah.
It's so strange that these movies work because the side characters, except for like the hotel owner of the Continental, they're all kind of bad. Like the second one had Ruby Rose in common, and they were terrible in that movie.
Yeah.
But the movie's still cool.
Somehow.
It is so cool.
somehow.
So yeah, please bless. This movie is at least as good as 2.
So there's a couple movies you guys didn't bring up. I want to know your thoughts on.
Yeah,
please do.
New Mutants being the first one.
oh, that's not going to be released.
It's not
Disney has pushed that, or maybe taken it off the schedule altogether.
really.
So that has Maisie Williams and Anya Taylor-Joy. This is meant to be a rated R,
Yeah.
dark horror X-Men story.
and now that Disney's bought, they've taken it.
Yeah, they've shelved it. This may end up premiering on Disney Plus eventually at the end of the year, but this was supposed to release. We talked about this
August.
like August of 2017, I believe, and has been pushed and pushed and pushed.
What was that, Joel?
Little notification, and I don't think we'll ever see the light of day on big screens, honestly, because it doesn't fit Disney's MO.
No, it doesn't at all.
No.
What about Late Night? Did you guys see the trailer for that?
That one did really well at Sundance.
Yeah, Sundance
I know
did.
Emily liked it a lot.
The trailer I was impressed by. Like the premise, I was like, eh. And then
Emma
I watched the
Thompson.
trailer and I'm like, okay. Mindy
And Mindy Kaling.
yeah, and
Yeah.
who wrote it?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it'll be funny.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Okay.
So, what do you guys think will be the highest money earner this
Oh,
summer?
we talked
there
about?
was one more. Hobbs
Yes.
and Shaw. Didn't mention that, did we?
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna have to change my list.
That's not. Is that?
Okay, honorable
Is that
mentions.
bomb or is that
no
good?
honorable mentions? Hobbs and Shaw for winner because this movie, that last trailer was incredible. The
last-
choreography in the last trailer made me go,
Are you joking?
"That looks so stupid. I need to see that."
I haven't seen a newer trailer.
You need to. Mark has already claimed this movie, so you guys can't come to the screening. I'm sure you're super sad about that.
Dang.
Interstellar is the super soldier
To spend more time with my wife and children that I love.
instead of The Rock and Jason Statham. I don't know. That's kind of even right there. But no, I really want to see this movie because it looks to capitalize on the Fast and Furious formula.
Okay, I better watch the new trailer.
Yes.
I guess I have to too.
So what do you guys think will be the biggest movie of the summer box office wise?
I mean, aside from
You mean
Endgame,
after?
Well, Endgame is not a summer movie because it came out in April.
technically it's a summer movie.
It's not.
It was Batman v Superman.
It's not. That came out in March.
I did
Like,
say
what's the,
Spider-Man.
like the best or what's going to make the most money?
Most money.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Men in Black.
Really?
No, Spider-Man.
Lion King.
Oh, Lion King.
I wasn't even counting Lion King.
Spider-Man will make probably $1 billion based on the Endgame success, but it's got to be Lion King.
Lion King over Aladdin?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
by far.
for sure, money-wise.
Okay, so you say
I say
Aladdin,
Lion King.
or you say Lion King.
Yes.
I'll say Spider-Man. Jacob over here is saying
I'm going to hold out hope that Aladdin's the best movie, but we'll say Men in Black.
Your original answer, yeah, Men in Black.
Men in Black
Men in
is what I
Black?
said will make money.
That was Jacob's original answer.
Right.
At the
No,
end,
I guess I forgot about Lion King.
Yeah. But your vote is Men in Black.
Also,
so stay with that.
Spider-Man.
We're voting tacos. The loser pays for tacos for everyone.
No,
It's summertime.
Not my
Milkshake.
final vote.
Milkshake during summer?
Yeah.
Lemonade during summer.
ooh, that's not as expensive.
Frozen lemonade.
Frozen lemonade.
I'm in.
From
I'm back
Chick-fil-A.
in. I'm
Yes,
back
the
in.
frozen lemonade from
The
Chick-fil-A.
show's not brought to you by Frozen
Frosted
lemonade from
Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
All right, finger boop. That's the deal. Whoever
Boop.
gets the highest one wins.
I was reaching.
That was hard. So there we go. There are our top 5 and bottom 5 movies. Kent, you want to run through your top 5 just real quick?
I do indeed. My top 5 is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, Midsummer, Yesterday, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and John Wick 3, Parabellum.
And mine were The Dead Don't Die, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, Yesterday, John Wick 3, and Spider-Man Far From Home.
And my bottom 5 were Palms, The Angry Birds Movie 2, Aladdin, Playmobil, the movie, and Brightburn.
My bomb list was Child's Play, Aladdin, Toy Story 4, The Lion King, and The Hustle. Yeah.
This summer basically features a whole bunch of movies that I wouldn't mind seeing.
Even the ones that we read?
Yeah.
Like Playmobil, the movie?
Oh, no, not that. I'm saying like the best ones are like, that's the best list is like, all right, I guess I wouldn't mind seeing.
You're pretty passive about it.
Yeah, these are really passive. Like there's nothing to get me excited here.
You need to get some more joy in your life, Jacob.
Okay, I'll watch Brightburn.
Yay!
Mm-hmm. So before we go, we do want to thank the patrons we have for the listener and the Bacon Council categories. So I'd like to thank Terry Finley, Scott Sprague, A More Civilized Podcast, Jordan Rexick, Stephen Ross, and Adrian Gray, listener emeritus.
Aww.
And our Bacon Council, Nicole D. Hale, Spencer Myers, the Spirit of 38 Podcast, Chris Anderson, who got a song, Ryan Farron, who also got a song.
Yes, it did.
And Matt Smudro, who got a song last week. We love you all.
But if you want to find me, you can find me at 76Joel on Twitter. You can find me performing with Quickwits. They perform every Saturday night at the Midvale Performing Arts Center. For more details, go to qwcomedy.com or go to the Quickwits Facebook page.
If you want to find me on Twitter or Instagram, it's at Kenny3DD. If you want to read my movie reviews, it's ShowtimeShowdown.com.
You can find me on Twitter at Jacob A. Rogers, Baconsale on Twitter, and on Instagram at Baconsale. Go to tpublic.com/Baconsale if you want to find our merchandise. There's a lot of stuff there, some cool stuff. Go and support us on patreon.com if you are not already doing so. We really, really do appreciate your support there.
Thank you.
And it helps. We're really grateful to those of you that are already supporting us. And if you're a listener and would like to help us out and get some more content, go check out patreon.com.
And it allows us to do things like we're doing with the event that we're doing.
It does. This is how we get magical billboards up and do some advertising. They are magical.
Huh?
If you've seen them, they're pretty magical. And if you have seen our billboards up, let us know. We'd love to hear about that. And don't forget, one more time, our Baconsale Burger event at From Scratch Restaurant is going to be happening this coming Saturday,
May 11th.
May 11th.
What time?
From 4 to 6.
2019. If you're listening to this in the far future.
We said it so many times. From 4 to 6, we will be there.
Watch it get canceled last minute.
Oh, crap. We got to move it.
So much marketing.
Yeah, but go there from anywhere from 4 to 10 to pick up your free burger. Okay, this really awesome burger. We want you to come have it. It's only going to be happening this day. Go to the From Scratch Restaurant, get this thing, get the Grub Pass app, and that's all you have to do. Nothing else is required of you. Just show up, show the app, get the free burger. It's awesome. So until next time, this is Baconsale, protecting the earth from the scum of the universe. That's so lame. Why did that happen?
You're the one that came up with that. Yes.
No,
Jake.
don't.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But guys, I don't know how to use my phone or the internet. What if I don't want to have dinner before 6 p.m. and I can't make it till after you leave? But guys, what if I only have a flip phone? Then I can't download apps.
Bring your tablet.
Whatever. Oh, okay. I have a Kindle.
It's gonna
Surprise,
be awesome.
Jacob's a woman.
I haven't even asked him out yet.
Ooh la la.
There are a lot of people in this world that don't like tomatoes. A lot. You deserve that.
Just whack yourself in the face.
Yeah, you did.
Awesome.
My headphones attacked me.
Karma train. Drunk train.
That's what everyone is looking forward to. I'm looking forward to this artsy film that was made in Zimbabwe with nothing more than a rock. Jacob, you ready?
Yes, although I'm wondering how it's going to play.
Welcome to Baconsale.
Exactly.
I think you have some back spooning owed right now, so.
Okay.
I'm dainty.
Moving on.
Oh, you a cheerleader?
It's PG-13. I am so in.
And it was really overtly sexual.
Hashtag Hot Jafar.
I'm a jerk this show.
But
I'd say M-U-R-D-R.
M-U-R-D-R.
Live action. What a wonderful phrase. It means nothing. We just want to make more money.
Yes.
Yes.
Nala Queen. It's just a bunch of animated fat Legos screaming.
I hate it so much because
He was so
it kills the
mad.
canon of Superman.
He was so
It's a
mad.
direct ripoff of Superman. Superman, yes.
Rebel Wilson is a Japanese superhero.
Bird.
hustle-
Brightburn.
The Wizard of Oz for perverts?
It's basically like This Is Us, but with more Satanism.
You didn't think of anything before Hot Tub Time Machine.
BAS turds?
It's not dark there. It's only when you get to Charles Manson that it gets dark.
Yeah.
PAR Rebellum. The joke's over. It's done. It's not going to make Kent happy. It's not going to make Jacob happy, but it'll make me happy. I say yeah.
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 Yeah. Thanks for that, Jake.
Burpee Idol over there.